Good morning. This is Cindy, and we're going to do something a little different today. I have noticed that in my comments and in some of my new subscribers that we have some people that are very, very new to this journey called junk journaling. It's hard to believe it's been so popular for so long. But I was sitting on the sofa last night and I thought, well, I think I'm going to put some things together for folks that are just getting started and don't have a clue. I had one girl that I noticed in the comments that had said something about that she wanted to get started, but she didn't know where to start. And also, with things being so crazy right now, money's tight, and not everybody can afford to go out and buy lace and all this stuff that we've collected over the years. So, with that in mind, I thought we would just do this list. Now, if you want to, you can write it down or ever how you want to do it. But if you're new to making junk journals, I have probably, let me see here. I had written it down. Yeah, about 35 things that you could probably collect right from your own home and start your journey along with us. So first of all, fabric. Fabric is a wonderful thing to have. If you can't afford to go to Hobby Lobby and buy all this fabric, look in your closet. You may have some clothes that you haven't been wearing. You can cut them up and make a journal cover. It's just that simple. Lace. I know a lot of people spend a lot of money on lace, and you don't have to. You can look in your closet. You may have some old clothes that have lace on them. You can cut them off. Go to the thrift shops. You can buy an old dress that has lace on it. You get the lace and the fabric. You got a journal cover and you've got something to embellish with. Buttons. Buttons are everywhere. Here again, you can cut them off of old clothes. You can go to a charity shop and buy a dress that has buttons and lace, and then you have some fabric, buttons, and lace to work with, okay? Ribbon. Ribbon's very popular with journaling. You may have some ribbon just laying around the house. You'd be surprised if you just kind of look around and see what you have. Dress tags. I use a lot of dress tags. If you buy something and it's got a tag on it, save it and cut it off, and you can embellish it and add it to your journals. Thread and needle. Everybody's got a thread and needle in their house, so you're ready to stitch some lace on up some fabric. Twine. Most everybody probably has some twine or some thread or something that you can use to tie your items that you've made into your journal. Photographs. I, for one, had an old trunk that hadn't been opened in years, and my husband was messing around in there, and I looked and I had 2 huge boxes of vintage photos. Half of the people in them, I don't even know who they are, but they're wonderful, and I'm going to start using them in my journals. Magazines, you get beautiful pictures, you get words, you get wonderful things just in an old magazine or a magazine you have laying around the house. If you don't have a lot of money to buy supplies, use a kitchen knife, a butter knife. You can use that to use that as a bone folder to fold your pages. You can use that to open up junk envelopes that you get in the mail that you can use. A ruler. Most everybody has some kind of ruler laying around. Add that to your collection. Glue. Now, glue is one thing that I use. I do use Fabri-Tac, and unfortunately, it is expensive. Maybe I would suggest that you use, try some Aleene's tacky glue. It's still a wet glue, and it'll take a while to dry, but it's a lot less expensive than your Fabri-Tac. And then, like I said, old jewelry, old broken jewelry. Everybody has a broken necklace or a bracelet or something like that. There you go. You've got some pretty elements to add to a journal. Newspaper, wonderful print from a newspaper. Junk mailers, that's kind of how this all started out. Junk mail, junk journals. You can get all kind of things. You can get pictures, you can get words, you can get script. Old letters, the same way. I found my mother's passport, and I'm not a sentimental person. I like to use things. So I'm going to pull the pages out of that passport and use it. Greeting cards, old greeting cards, they work wonderful. You can tuck them into your journal. Coffee filters, they work wonderful. You can crinkle them, especially the brown ones. You can crinkle them up and use them to layer, put it on your page, put some of that down, and then put a picture on top of it or something. It works wonderful. Decks of cards, you can embellish them. They work great in little pockets. Page protectors. You can use page protectors as kind of like, you can slide things in them and they'll have that shiny finish over them. Wax paper. You can use wax paper and it looks the same as vellum. Book page. You know, any kind of book page that you want to use. Let me get some coffee. Thank you. Index cards like I'm writing on now. Notebook paper. Let me show you. This works great. You have this tattered edge, and it's wonderful. Lunch bags, paper bags, grocery bags, chipboard. You need to make a journal. Here you go. A Cheez-Its box. Cover it with magazine paper. You've got your journal. You've got a nice spine here, and also cereal boxes work real well. Envelopes. I've got some envelopes in here. You can kind of find all kind of envelopes. You can get them all different sizes. I've got a window envelope that works wonderful. Slide in. Brown envelopes, white envelopes. One other thing, let's go back to the glue a little bit. You can use glue stick on a lot of things, and I have found just by chance, I had run out of my glue sticks that I order online that are rather expensive, and I was in Walmart, so I picked this up. I think I got 3 or 4 for $2.99, and they are wonderful. They stick really well. They don't get a bunch of globs on the end. This was a real find. Packaging paper, like that comes when you buy something and it's wrapped up. This is wonderful. Amazon packaging that has the bubbles in the middle. That works wonderful for journal covers. You can fold it over, cover it, and make a journal. Let's see what else. Oh, and finally, coffee. Don't forget your coffee. If you have some coffee left over in the morning, pour it into a pie pan or something and put your items in and age them. They'll look old. And finally, don't forget the Dollar Tree. Unfortunately, it's not $1 anymore. It's $1.25 and up. But they have put in a wonderful section for crafts. A lot of them have a whole aisle that's nothing but crafts. And you can get all kind of wonderful things for your journal. So, let me see. This is an old book I had, and I've been using it forever for book page. It's not vintage or anything. It's just somebody had left it in the sun. And I got it at a charity shop, and it's nice and aged looking. I don't know where this came from, but it's a piece of yarn and a couple little pieces of ribbon with a little pair of scissors, charm tied on it. That's a wonderful find. Let me see. Doilies. This is another great thing to use. I coffee dyed these, and they're ready to go. And then I've got scissors in my box. And, oh, and file folders. File folders, you can do so much with file folders. I encourage you to go on YouTube and just watch some of the channels. I'll tell you some of the ones that I watch that I learned so much from and get some great ideas. And that's Roxy Creations, that her name is Rachel, and she's at Roxy Creations. Let me see, Girl on the Ridge, Shabby Dabby Doodah, and let me think of some more. Shabby Dabby Doodah, Girl on the Ridge, Roxy. Those are three wonderful ones, and you can kind of feed off of them and look in what they advise you to look at, and you'll be just ready to go. And another thing, you may have, you know, stamps. They work wonderful. If you have some stamps, you can get stamps at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. You get about 6 stamps on a sheet for $1.25. So yeah, I hope that this will help you and get you started, and just get you a box. Let me show you this, what I found the other day in this chest that my husband was going through. This is one of the boxes that had photographs in it. And lo and behold, isn't this pretty? This would make a beautiful journal cover. But let me show you. This is an old Victoria's Secret box. When in the world have you seen that? I mean, you know, you just never know what you have laying around or stuffed underneath the bed. And this is, it's raised. I'm going to use it in one of my journals. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I have all kind of wonderful things that I share, and folks that I share their channels with. So, I hope this has helped you, and I hope to see you again. And I make videos very regularly. I try to get up 3 a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes less, sometimes more. But I hope this has helped you. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I hope to see you again. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.